from Nashville, Tennessee. It's the Three. And here's your host, Laura Harris-Smith.
Hi everybody, I'm Laura Harris-Smith and welcome to The Three. This is a special episode of The Three. If you can't tell, I'm dressed differently and there's been a lot of exciting things going on, just getting up and getting moving, and I'm trying to inspire you to do the same. Let me ask you a question. Did you know that if you just ran or even jogged 1 mile every day of the year, take Sundays off, you should always take Sundays off, 1 mile for 6 days a week, by the end of the year, you would have run 12 marathons. That's right. It doesn't take very much to just get up and get going. And the most amazing thing is the more you do, the more you want to do. Well, joining us today, I have a very special guest, is my son,
Hello.
Pastor Jhason Smith. Jhason is my third born, but my second son, and the really first one among us to run. My husband, your dad, was a marathoner, and I think that's what inspired you long ago, but your body composition would have called out to you eventually.
Definitely.
Because you're long and lean. I'm neither of those things, but I really want to thank you for inspiring our family. Genesis was on here last week, your sister, and we talked about how it all started when we went to Panama City with you in December. We were all there for you. This time, 6 months ago, like none of the rest of us were thinking about running. And now it has caught on like wildfire. But I remember you saying that it was so important, so wonderful. You had all of your family down there. We rented a big Airbnb and we just took up the whole bedroom, like 3 stories. And now I understand, because when you cross the finish line and your family is there, and your son, Jadwin, both of the races I've run in has been the first one at the finish line.
That sounds like him.
He's right there, like either calling out for me or waiting and run. He's the first one I've touched after both races. He wants to run up and either, give me a fist bump or a kiss or something. And so I know, and he's built just like you. So I have this sneaky feeling. But now that I've welcomed you and thanked you and fawned all over you, I love that he's actually the associate pastor of our church as well. So we work in many different ways together. But I have invited you on here today because I want to inspire people. Why do you run? It's got to be more. My main goal is health. Why do you do it?
Man, it's one of the easiest things that's accessible to me as a father of 4 little kids that is challenging. It promotes discipline, and there are so many aspects of running that connect me to aspects of my faith. It's also very difficult to do consistently. And so I think that that challenge alone makes it something that's admirable to pursue. And the health benefits they speak for themselves. There's a reason why, I'm sure we're going to get into a little bit of that today in this episode, but there's a reason why it's something that is respected amongst the world, people who can run long distances. And so I think that that's just something that naturally I gravitate towards, because I want to be strong. I want to be around for a long time.
Right.
And I enjoy taking something that's difficult and trying to master that.
When you hear us talking today about don't tune us out. There was an 89-year-old runner in this race this time. Because I'm so competitive.
Oh, yeah.
I told you I wasn't going to do it to compete, but of course I'm checking the stats, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I came in 1 second behind this gal that was in front of me, 1 second, and missed a placing within my age group. But anyway, 89 years old did. I also shared with our audience last week because I know we've got some people in there who are my age and older, probably a majority of, and your grandmother was inspired. My 90-year-old mother, she winds up buying this little elliptical foot machine, and now she just sits and watches TV and does this. And then Grandpa Harris has bought one.
Wow.
Grandpa and Nanny are doing it. Now my aunt, one of your grandparents' siblings, has bought it, and they're doing one.
Wow.
And it's like, it's contagious, but it's not, for me, it's not the sport itself, it's the idea of I want to live long and strong. You do realize I'm only on the 5Ks, and that's like 3.1 miles, so come on. If I can do it, you can do it. And we're gonna talk about how we're gonna do it together right after the break. Stay close. Some people don't yet realize that essential oils were put by God into our leaves, trees, flowers, and grasses on the third day of creation, all to promote health, provide prevention, and yes, even cures. Other people get that, but maybe they've never had any real success with one particular essential oil, which is why I create oil blends, giving you a better chance for a positive result with numerous health benefits. But there's one thing we all agree upon, and that is that essential oils smell good. They fill up a room with any mood that you need, anytime that you need it. We call it aromatherapy. But maybe you don't know the science behind why aromatherapy works. You see, we inhale through our nasal passages, and the nasal passages have direct access to the limbic brain, which is the emotional center of the brain. This means that scent is immediately tied to mood, but that's good news because you can change your mood by merely changing the aroma in your room. It's like therapy in a bottle. And that's why we call it aromatherapy. At Neuromatics Oil, we take the business of aromatherapy very seriously. We offer you a wide variety of options: candles, diffuser sets, nasal inhalers, even diffuser jewelry so that you can wear your essential oils all day long. Quiet Brain for natural relief from insomnia, anxiety, headache, and more. Happy Brain to lift mood and even help with appetite suppression and depression. And Sharp Brain to help with focus and cognitive memory issues. Naturally, the oil blends themselves, applied topically on the skin, are going to provide faster and more potent relief. But if you're looking for a way to enjoy our oil blends without using them on the skin, aromatherapy is for you. And Neuromatics Oil has you covered. Go to neuromaticsoil.com today, or use your phone and scan the QR code on your screen with your camera app, or call 1-855-784-3827. That's 1-855-QUIET-BRAIN.
1-855-784-3827. That's 1-855-QUIET-BRAIN.
Did you know that there are more than 600 Bible references to aromatic plants and essential oils? Did you know that once upon a time they were our only medicines? They're still medicine today. You see, God made plants and their essential oils to support your health. They're drug-free remedies that can be used from the comfort of your own home with little to no side effects. And although only 5% of natural products get patented, my oil blends, Quiet Brain, Happy Brain, and Sharp Brain, did, because third-party lab tests proved that they crossed the blood-brain barrier with potent relief for everything from migraines to memory loss, insomnia, anxiety, seizures, weight problems, even depression. So go to neuromaticsoil.com today to see my patented oil blends, and there are dozens of therapeutic products, healing lotions, bubble baths, nasal inhalers, even shampoo and conditioners, all created by our family for the health of yours. Go to neuromaticsoil.com or use your phone and camera app to scan the QR code on your screen, or call 1-855-784-3827. That's 1-855-QUIET-BRAIN. Hey guys, welcome back from the break. I'm Dr. Laura. I am here with Pastor Jhason Smith, my son Jason, aka first place finisher of the Panama City Beach Marathon. I can't quit, just running one, period. What's amazing, and I just want to show this, what's amazing
Jhason Smith Marathon
is that you didn't know you'd won. So we are all watching, clocking you. You did not know you were in first place. What did you think, that you were in last place? There was nobody there with you. What did you think?
I mean, I knew that I was close to the front, but the way that the course was designed is it's like a 6.5 mile loop. So you would run 6.5 miles out and then back to the start line and then back out and then back to the start line again.
Okay.
And so they had a 5K and a half marathon that was being run the same day, but they were starting in 15 or 30-minute intervals.
Oh, okay.
Beyond when the marathon started.
Yeah.
So on my final lap back,
Yeah.
I was intermingled with half marathoners and 5K racers, and I didn't know, because I was weaving. I didn't know if I'm not looking at everyone's bib to see if they had a matching color to say, oh, that's the marathoner or whatever. So I didn't know if I had been passed by anybody, but at that point, like, I didn't go down there with the goal of winning. I went down there for the goal of my time and wanting to perfect some of the things that I had on my list from the previous marathon I had done earlier in that year. And I did that, and then just to find out that I had won at the very end was just like the cherry on top.
Did you get tired of me calling you King Jhason?
I did not. It was very encouraging, very awesome.
Well, we woke up that morning in the bed and breakfast. Again, we're in a 3-story, like, they've brought us all down there, and I'm thinking, this is like the parents' role, this is so cool that he was able to do this for us. And I literally heard the phrase King Jhason, and I thought, wow, the Lord's really going to honor him this weekend. He must think that this is just really special. I had no idea it meant that you were going to come in first place. So I look back at the footage, and it's so annoying.
Crazy.
I yelled it a million times, and I thought, I don't care. I'm this mother. I can yell it if I want to. I was so proud
You
of
get
you.
a pass.
Yes.
Oh my God! Jason's gonna be first! King Jhason!
And the thing is, we come back, and you offered a special online to put yourself out there as a running coach.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't even write you. I just Venmo'd you. And then the next morning, you text me, you're like, Mom, you want to be a runner? It was a shock to everyone. But it has been so beneficial for me. First of all,
You've been crushing it.
well, and when you're 5'2", like, every pound is a lot. I lost 12 pounds before the 40-day Lenten fast. Many of you were also on. And then I lost 12 pounds during it, during a pretty, it was a pretty radical fast. So I was a little concerned about it, but the Lord really gave me strength. All to say, I am so happy. It has totally reset my metabolism.
Wow.
I feel better than I ever have. I feel 20, I'm about to turn 60. But I just think about that day and how you came across the finish line and didn't know, and then Dad and I got to be the ones to tell you, and you were like, no way, that you had won.
Yeah.
Did I win?
You won!
No way.
You won!
Yes!
You
Jason,
won!
you're the king!
You
That's what
won!
I'm saying,
You
you won
won!
it!
First place!
You're the king! He didn't know.
So then ABC, the local ABC affiliate, wanted to interview you, and I have never fully asked you this question, but what went through your mind when you found out that you had gotten first place?
Well, shock, gratitude, a little bit of, disbelief, I think, because I think part of what made that race so special was it qualified me to run Boston.
I'm going to Boston.
And that's been a dream and a goal, a dream since I was 16, when I first started running, and then learning about the respect and the clout around the Boston Marathon, and then realizing, they don't let you in unless you're 18 or older, and I was 16. I'm like, how am I going to do that? And then learning about the qualifying times for that. And my first marathon I had ran in 3 hours and 51 minutes. And so I knew that I was going to have to shave a substantial amount of time off of that for the
Let's pull
qualifying
these in
times.
here. Which one was your first marathon?
This one right here.
Yeah, let's look at these. By the way, who made these for you?
My amazing mom.
His amazing mom, who is sitting to his right. Okay, but tell us this one.
Yeah,
this one was your first.
this is the Rocket City Marathon, and this was in 2006. So I was 16 years old, and it was my very first running event ever. I did not train with anybody during the build for this marathon, and so my first time running with a group of a lot of people was at the marathon.
Wow.
And yeah, it was super special. I mean, really special. I mean, Dad ran this one when I was a kid. And so for this marathon, there was no age limit to get in. So I could be 16 and I could run it. And I think there was maybe even some people who were younger than me.
Right.
But yeah, anyway, so to finish at Panama and I crossed, the line and, all of the emotions of, okay, I can stop running and all of the hard work that went in.
Yeah.
I am at that point, I was, 17, 18 years older than I was when I first ran this marathon. It was almost down to the week.
Yeah.
Or it was within a few days of this marathon. So I was just kind of reminiscing and just thinking back through all the years of being like, man, I am finally, after all of these years, almost 2 decades later in life, and I'm married and I've got kids, and I am doing something that I never thought I would be able to do. And I had thought that prime of my athleticism had left me. So to be able to be doing that, and it just really shows you the power of the mind and belief and discipline and consistency. You put all those variables in and you're going to have success.
You're going to have success. What about if somebody says, I don't know where to start? I think the cool thing that's come out of all of this is that you have people who want you to help train them. I was one of them, and yet it all happened by phone. So tell us how to get in touch with you, because no matter where they live on the other side of the world even, you through a telephone conversation can guide them through this process.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's been the nice thing this year is starting the run coaching and trying to download or pour out, disperse, whatever you want to call it, the knowledge that I've gained through the years of running and all of the knowledge that I've really gleaned from the last several years of learning about your fueling and learning about how you build a training schedule for the different distances and all that. So I've been offering that now for anyone. I am a running coach for hire, I say that now. And people can go to my website, jasonsmith.com.
Jasonsmith.com. His mother gave him an interesting spelling, so it's Jason, Smith.com. You see the URL on your screen there. We'll also have a QR code. You can scan that. But I'm telling you, don't train alone. When we come back from the break, I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to tell you how it benefited me. Even a newbie did not know what I was doing, and I was able to finish 2 races in under the time that I thought that I could. So be right back after the break. See you in a second. So you're on our website trying to select your favorite products, or maybe put a gift package together for a friend. Well, we've done the work for you. Our Pause package encourages rest and contains 1 Quiet Brain healing lotion, therapeutic bubble bath, and a Quiet Brain 50-hour burn candle. Our Uplift package gives you a real mood boost with a Happy Brain candle, healing lotion, and bubble bath. The Self-Care package contains the Quiet Brain healing lotion, bubble bath, and healing shampoo and conditioner. Our Awaken package is made with our Sharp Brain blend and includes 1 nasal inhaler, 1 dropper bottle of oil, 1 bottle of healing lotion, and a Sharp Brain candle. The Sweet Dreams package is popular because it contains 1 dropper bottle of Quiet Brain oil, 1 satin sleep eye mask, and a copy of my best-selling book, Seeing the Voice of God, What God is Telling You Through Dreams and Visions. And don't forget our Quiet Brain gift box, our best value, with a sampling of almost all Quiet Brain products. 1 Whisper Quiet Nightlight Diffuser, 1 dropper bottle of oil, a nasal inhaler, candle, shampoo and conditioner set, and even a satin sleep eye mask. But my personal favorite is our trio oil sets that allow you to sample all 3 of our patented Neuromatic oil blends while only paying for 2. They're available in dropper bottles, rollerball bottles, and our eyedropper pump bottle. Scan the QR code on your screen, go to neuromaticsoil.com, or call 1-855-784-3827. That's 1-855-QUIET-BRAIN.
1-855-784-3827. That's 1-855-QUIET-BRAIN.
Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Laura. You're watching The Three. I'm here with my son, Jason. We are talking today about getting you up and getting moving. I've started doing it this last year, started running, and Jason, you are available for hire. I'm going to stress it to people. I'm so glad that I didn't train alone. Part of me thought, okay, everybody has 2 legs, they can walk, they can run. It's not that easy. the first thing that you did for me was you helped me with pacing and you helped give me goals. And I remember the first week you said to me, give me 10 miles. I was like, okay. I walk into church, I'm so excited that leadership Saturday morning, and I'm like, I did 10 miles and I'm expecting, and you're like, okay, give me 12. No, wait, you have to. So you kept pushing me, and yet, because you were training several other people at the church as well, including your sister, and at our first race that we did together, Genesis and I noticed that you speak very differently to me than you do to her.
Of course I do.
Well, I mean, I appreciate that in life overall, and I know that she's 35 years younger. But literally, you were so encouraging to me. You didn't encourage her at all, except for yelling like commands, like "You're gonna do it."
You're doing great, Mom. Send it. Hang in there. Hang in there.
What was behind that? What was it?
Finish. You're doing great. You're doing great. Come on, Bean.
I think it's you have a level of respect for the person that gave you life.
Okay.
You throw it. Amazing job.
I think that's the beauty of coaching is you learn. I've learned the different needs of each runner that I've gotten the privilege of coaching, and it doesn't mean that I will always speak very softly to you, because I think that what we're seeing is that your hunger and your ambition for running is starting to really grow. And as it grows, you're going to want to be more competitive, which you're going to have to get a little fight in there. And so that's kind of where I can step in and yell at you a little bit and get your mind over the matter is really kind of where that comes from. But.
Well, he can do the same for you. You can go to the address on your screen or scan the QR code, jasonsmith.com, and listen to me. You need somebody helping you do this, because he can give you goals and he can be as involved as you want to be or not. And so there's different packages, different prices. And I'm telling you what, I'm so glad that I didn't do it alone, because it wound up being the difference in, for example, you told me, okay, why don't you do 1.5 miles every day? This was in the very beginning, just do 1.5 miles every day. I started realizing I need a day to recover at my age. So instead of doing 1.5 miles a day, I did 3 miles every other day. Then when I realized that a 5K is 3 miles, 3.1 miles, all of a sudden I thought, I am doing a 5K every other day. And it put like this confidence in me.
It's awesome.
And then I found a playlist that I wanted. I'm all about the music, and that helps keep me on beat. 156 beats per minute was perfect for me. But as long as it kept me at that, I knew I'd finish in time, and I did both times. So you helped me with goals. What is something you would say to somebody who's just starting out?
I think that starting out is the hardest part. It's always, when you're moving a heavy object, just in reality, it takes the most force and strength to exert at the very beginning, from going from standstill to movement. And so there's a reason why it's hard, because I think that it really begs the question from you of how bad do you want this thing? And it reveals your motives. It can reveal if you're just doing it for prideful reasons. It can reveal if you're doing it for humble reasons of trying to just become healthy, trying to be consistent. The thing with running that is really great is that it really exposes all of your weaknesses in a very slowly chipping away manner. And that can be really great. I think for Christians, that's a really great place to be, though, because it shows you truly who you are, aside from all the fluff, aside from like, how do you feel when you're entering the last mile of your race, and it's like those emotions that come out, they can't hide.
I got it. Thank you, Jesus. I couldn't have finished it without him. Mwah.
So the biggest thing that I would say, do it today, and be consistent.
I'd never understood fully Paul's words. He has a lot of racing and running analogies. Who cut in front of you? Those kind of finish strong. All of those things that he said now make more sense to me. Well, before we go any further, I really want to bring these in. You didn't bring all your medals, but show us what you have. And these are your shirts. Very special. This was, first of all, what was this?
That was my very first half marathon. I was 17 at the time.
Okay. And these are special.
So these are special. I have these hanging up just like this in my office. These are the singlets that I wore for the marathon. Of course, unwashed.
You don't wash them.
Don't wash them. No, they're sacred. This was my comeback marathon. 17 years later, I'm a dad of 3. And,
I love it.
Just the journey of getting back into running and realizing that I still had time and a lot of effort to give, and this is a really special race. But I missed the Boston qualifier by just a few minutes on this one. I ran this one 3 hours and 3 minutes, so I still shaved about 48 minutes off my previous time, being 17 years younger.
Yep.
So pretty awesome, but still left meat on the bone. And then this one was from Panama City Beach Marathon, where I came in first, and I ran this one in 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Okay.
So just an awesome day all around, and got me the Boston qualifier for that. That's awesome. And then this one was my most recent one. This is the one from the St. Jude Rock and Roll Half Marathon, where I paced Genesis, and where you did your 5K as well. So I have these as mementos in my office to just help me keep me inspired and remind me of all the hard work that I've put in through the years.
So you're looking at what I wore for the first one, except I had this hat on. It says "Better Late Than Ugly." Your beautiful wife, Brittany, she's the one that helped me pick this out. Like, she saw it for me in Florida one time. Just so you'll know, in the South, you know what ugly means, right? My grandmother used to say to me, "Don't you be ugly, you be pretty." Like, it was a behavioral thing. It meant to be nice. So just so you'll know. I want people to know where to find you, because, and show us yours too, because this is what Brittany made this one for you too. Brittany makes everything.
So this is the motto from my Panama City build. It says, "I can, I will, I am." Right. And I need to actually start selling these on my website.
You absolutely need to.
So be on the lookout for that. But jasonsmith.com is how you can find me and contact me for any run coaching stuff. You can also look me up on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok.
That's right. Well, what I would really like to do is for people to understand that they should not train alone. Contact him at jasonsmith.com and let him help you. Let him help you do this. Jhason, there's one going on in Nashville. I think my next one is going to be in October. You're hearing it here first. I'm going to do a 10K.
Woo!
I'm going to do it.
Come on.
Jesus, help me. I just committed on television.
You
okay.
got it. You got it.
But it's exciting, and I cannot urge you enough. Did you know that if you can just shave off 10% of your body weight, it will unlock your metabolism. It will resolve any issues you're having with insulin, like insulin resistance. The weight will come off of you. So once I blew past that, my blood work changed. So you can write me at Laura at theTHREE.tv, Laura at theTHREE.tv, and get going with us, get moving with us. Come into Nashville and do that race with me. I would love to do that and interview you afterwards. I just want people to get up and get moving, Jhason.
Yeah.
I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
And thankful that you joined our show. And
Thanks for having me.
I just committed in front of a whole bunch of people to do this, but I know you'll be there by my side.
Oh, I'll yell at you on this.
Yeah,
race.
he's going to yell at me. We'll have new footage. All right, everybody. Great episode of The Three. Thank you for joining us. I'm Dr. Laura. Bye-bye for now.